Hey everyone, it's me, Margaret. No, just fucking with you. Getting ready to do some new cables ends on that, but I wanted to show you this. I installed this screen door myself a while back, and this thing right here, when the wind caught, it would bend it, and you can see it's still a hair bent. So I decided to go see how much one of these was. It's got the spring on it and everything. It stops the door from opening all the way. Turns out they're $4. They work great. I got it set to where my door opens about 90 degrees. Now, they sent some cheesy ass screws for this bracket that go into the door. And instead of those screws, I scrapped those and went and got bolts. And once again, I can't see the camera, so I'm hoping you guys can see that. I put bolts all the way through it because the ones they gave you wasn't even as thick as my finger. So they ended up getting ripped out the first time the wind caught it again. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that if you're putting a screen door up, you might want to invest in one of them because it turns out they're pretty nice. Alright, we're going to do some battery work. This right here is for side post batteries. All it is a little wrench, but it's pretty nice. Comes in handy. Now, this is what my battery cable consisted of. Two washers and a bolt, and then this thin ass piece of shit. So we're gonna redo that with this little piece of shit. It ain't much better, but it's nice and thick. Well, it's thicker than that one, the one that's on there. So my negative battery cable goes downstairs, so I'm assuming it goes to the block. I got some 12 gauge wire. I'm going to run a new negative over to the firewall to hopefully solve some of the grounding issues. Now, I'm going to do something that's probably unheard of for the simple fact that I don't have nothing to cut it with. I'm going to use the grinder on this battery cable to cut it off. So let's see how this goes. Well, I hope you're not all deaf now, but that worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Perfect clean cut. Alright, we're going to take this. Need to make sure the camera's still in position. I'm going to take this and loosen these up. Alright, you loosen these up. There's a nut in the bottom of them, so don't take them all the way apart and drop the nut. Like that. That was so fucking retarded. Fuck that. I can't believe I did that. That was fucking retarded. I've got a huge headache, so I'm not really thinking clearly. And There it is. It's behind the tire. We're good. Anyway, that was fucking retarded. You slip your wire in right there. We're going to strip about 1/2 to 3/4 inch of wire. And just in case you didn't watch my last video, my truck's not doing too good in the wiring department. We're going to do the same thing with this. I don't know where I've got a bad ground at, but I know this is one of the problems, for the simple fact that when the truck's idling, my lights flicker, my headlights, because it's not giving it enough juice. Alrighty, that looks good. Looks real good. Alright. Now I'm going to take this one, if I can get this bitch open. And if this don't help me, and sorry for being out of breath, I think I'm getting sick. If this don't help me, I'm gonna replace the battery to alternator wire to shit, I can't even think. Oh yeah, I'm gonna replace the battery to alternator wire right here with like probably 10 gauge, just so I know it's good and in top condition. Alright, now we're going to take all this wiring, it's a long ass negative wire. I'm going to put all this wiring together, all around the same length. We're going to put it all in this battery terminal. Just like so. And I'm going to tighten these down. And you'll want to tighten these up equally. Alrighty. Now I'm really going to crank these down. Oop, wrong way. I'll crank them down until they're completely seated. That way I know this bitch is as tight as it's going to go. Just like so. Looks so pretty. And here's our new ground that we're going to run. I'll go ahead and hook this back up. And I do have another terminal for the other side, just in case. So if I'm still having problems, if for some reason that just sparked when I hooked it up. It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any juice going anywhere. Take our handy little wrench. Crank that down. There we go. That looks better than it did. Looks a lot better than it did. There's what I got. I don't know how well you guys can see that. That's what I got. Just a replacement end. Universal piece of shit. Now, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna run this ground to. Now, I think I just found a good spot. There's the ground strap for my engine to my firewall. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unbolt this. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna unbolt that. And I'm going to run my ground wire to that. Since that's from the engine to the thing, we're going to take that off of there somehow, sometime, some way. And we're going to bolt up this new one. I'll be back. And in the process of doing this, I'll probably hit it with a grinder, since I already got it out here, just to roughen it up some. Not quite. Roughen it up a little bit so that we know we have a good ground. Damn, I'm failing on my size. It's bad today. Real bad. That thermostat did fix the heat. The heat's been so wonderful in this thing. I haven't had heat in it since I got it because I never bothered to fix it. I know. I should have done it. But, you know, like they say, the mechanic's vehicle is always last to get repaired. And that holds true. Now, if I could just find a goddamn socket so you guys ain't waiting on me. That's ridiculous. If you want to, feel free to leave a comment on how bad I failed this video. Because I did fail it pretty good. Oh, fuck, it wasn't even that tight. That's retarded. Maybe that's where my grounding problem is. And I do have ring terminals for this ground wire. What the fuck is that for? Yeah, shit ain't even grounding nothing. That's fuck that. That's gonna be taken. Fuck that. Yep, fuck that. Alright. Gonna hit that hole with the grinder. Almost cut my windshield wiper. Alrighty. Set you guys up over here. If you can't dodge it, ram it. Somebody just parked their Ram truck in front of my house. It's an older one though, so I don't mind. Alrighty. You know what? I seriously think I lost that fucking screw. I have no clue where I put it. Wow. I do not fucking believe it. Oh, I set it right there in front of me. Duh. Never mind. Alright. Find out how much wire we need. Cut that shit off. That's like a fucking industrial wire cutter right there. I like that. Alright. Alrighty, people. I got ring terminals. Hoping it'll fit my smaller ones. If not, oh well. Oh shit. I bet you guys fucking hate me now. Alright, looks like I'm going to be using a big one. That's fine. Just show you what I'm using. Using a little ring terminal. I'll put that on the end of this wire real quick. And yes, I do all my own wiring. And yes, this is a hack job. Because I'm not really worried about the wiring right now. Because when I pull this motor out for a refresher, it'll be getting all new wiring. Yeah. So, I am not fucking worried about it. Yeah, everything under the hood is going to get redone, new wiring, because it's pissing me off, all these problems. The nice thing is, they're all small problems, they're all stupid shit. You know, but stupid shit adds up after a while. Ends up driving you crazy. You know what I mean. Alright, there we go. We're gonna route this under here and over here and under behind here. Whatever I do, don't touch those because they're both live. Just like that. What the fuck did I do with that bolt? There's the bolt. And we need to make sure we get this wire put back on. And we're going to put this one right behind it, right up against the fresh metal. And, you know what? If my dash lights were to work after this, I'd shit all over myself. But from what I've seen on other S10s, my dash light problem is a bad ground behind the dash. So what I need to do is get under there, put a new ground in under there too, which is fine, because I've got a whole bunch of ring terminals. Alrighty, there's that. That ain't bad. Ain't the best, but it ain't bad. It'll get me by. I'll do a start on it real quick. Make sure it starts up. Wow. That's the fastest it's ever started. That starter's cranking over nice and heavy now. I like that. Anyway, that was our little job. No dash lights. So I was unsuccessful there, but at least I know I've got a good ground now. We'll see tonight when I drive it how it works, and I'll let you guys know. Thanks for watching.